warm summer welcome from Loch Ness in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. We are delighted to be able to join you today for this National Day of Prayer. Prayer, as you know, lies at the heart of all that we believe. It is our natural, instinctive response to a loving Heavenly Father. Over these last few months, we as a family have prayed for you many times, and I'm conscious that you have prayed for us as well. And so it is a special delight today to be able to join with you in focused prayer. Recently I came across a lovely story from Chuck Swindoll's book entitled Strengthening Your Grip, and he reads this story as it relates to prayer. Dear Chuck, I wanted you to know I've been here all week and I've enjoyed every one of your talks. I know they will help me in my remaining years. I love your sense of humour. Humour has done a lot to help me in my spiritual life. How could I have raised 12 children starting at age 32 and not have had a sense of humour? I married at age 31. I didn't worry about getting married. I just left my future to God's will. But every night I hung a pair of men's trousers on the bed and prayed. Father in heaven, hear my prayer and grant it if you can. I've hung a pair of trousers here, please fill them with a man. I had a good laugh at this. In fact, I thought it was such a classic illustration of the right mental attitude towards life that I read it to my congregation in Fullerton, California, the following Sunday. In the congregation that day was half of one of their normal families. Mum and a sick daughter were home, but Dad and an older son in his 20s were present and heard me read the letter. The mother, who knew nothing of the letter, wrote me a couple of weeks later. She was concerned about her oldest son. She said for the last week or so he had been sleeping in bed each evening with a young lady's dress draped over the footboard of the bed. She wanted to know if I might know why, or if this were something she needed to worry about. It's a lovely story. It's a story about someone believing in the power of prayer. But not in the power of prayer in itself, but in a God who delights to answer prayer. A loving Heavenly Father, who graciously takes us by the hand and leads us and guides us each day. A Heavenly Father who holds us in the palm of His hand, and a Heavenly Father who walks beside us each day. During this day of prayer, we will be praying with you and look forward to hearing great reports of you praying for us, for your congregation, for your community and your nation. We're excited about joining you in mid-August and beginning our new phase of ministry with you in early September. And until then, you will remain at the very heart of our prayers.